I find that everyone wants to hang out in the kitchen with me during holiday time, and I think the best way to bring people of all ages together is by making cookies. So today we're gonna make iced holiday cookies in the struggliest of ways without any special equipment. All you need is an oven and some helping hands. Let's get into these.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals.
Dry ingredients first. We're gonna come in with some AP flour, all-purpose flour. It has so many purposes, okay? I'm gonna come in with baking powder. This is what gives us our lift. And salt. So important to have salt in sweet things. Dry ingredients are cool. Wet ingredients. We are gonna cream butter and sugar together. So we'll start with a cup of sugar. And we've got some butter here. Very important that it's at room temperature, especially because we don't have an electric mixer and we're gonna be doing it by hand. So do plan ahead and just let the butter sit out for 45 minutes or so. It's now time to turn on our struggle stand mixer. The kids love it. I think if you use 2 wooden spoons and just go up and down like this, it's actually a lot easier. And it has creamed. It really has. Let's crack an egg in there. We're gonna add vanilla extract right now. Nice. Come back in. And now we're gonna get the egg in with the sugar. I think it's good. All right. We'll add a little bit of flour at a time, okay? And remember, this isn't just flour, it's flour and baking powder and salt. So I'm gonna come in with the rubber spatula now to make sure that we get all the stuff off the sides. And I'm just gonna work it together a bit. We'll add some more. All right, we got the last of our dry ingredients. Coming around, I'm pushing down, scraping down the sides. Okay. Trying to bring it all together into a single ball now, okay? We are allowed to work it. We are not allowed to overwork it. That means when the whole thing comes together, that's basically when you want to stop. Okay, look at that. It's all together. It's looking great. Let's split it in half and start rolling these out. Get a piece of parchment, take a piece of dough, and grab another piece of parchment. And now, with a wine bottle or a rolling pin, we can start pushing this down and rolling it out. Going for about a 1/4 inch thickness here. The parchment keeps everything really nice and clean. It also prevents everything from sticking. Beautiful. Let's do the next one. All right, I'm gonna pop these in the fridge to chill. To the fridge. Now we work on the cookie cutter. No cookie cutters? No problem. I got you covered. I'm gonna show you how to make a stencil so you can make any shape you want. I'm going with stars. We got a triangle. We can do another triangle right here. Okay. Now with a wonderful invention known as the scissors, I will cut this out. We have a cookie cutter stencil. Since I'm here with my scissors right now crafting, I'm gonna make my own piping bag. All you need is a plastic bag. And now we will come to the corner and take the tiniest tip off. And now it's time to cut our cookies. All right, I'm ready to cut out some cookies. I'm gonna leave this one here so everything stays nice and cold. So we've got our little stencil here. We're gonna put it right to the corner, and with a paring knife, we're just gonna trace the stencil. If you're gonna use this stencil for the rest of your life, I recommend laminating it so that the butter doesn't ruin it. That was a little struggle joke, everybody. As you can see, this totally works, but it's definitely a little bit cumbersome. So you can find items from around your house and turn them into cookie cutters. Round is the easiest to find. Things like jar lids and the top of a glass. Watch how these work. We can just come in here, a little wiggle and pull it out. Oh my goodness, that worked out great. Let's peel it out. This isn't scrap. We're gonna push these back together. We're gonna make more cookies. They will spread out a little when cooking, but not much. Give them a tiny bit of space. So I can now re-knead this, re-roll it, and cut more cookies. We're gonna get this first batch into the oven while they're still cold. The reason you wanna put the cookies in while they're still cold is because they hold their shape much better. If they've been sitting out on the counter and you put them in warm, they're gonna turn into blobs. And then all that stencil work hits out the window. We're running a cookie assembly line here. We're gonna bake these, we're gonna cut out more cookies, always using up the scraps, and we're gonna keep going till we're done. While my cookies are cooling, we can now make our icings. Normally cookies like this use royal icing. It's a lot of work to make it, so I'm gonna show you a hack where you can use store-bought icing and get different thicknesses. We need two kinds, a thicker kind to draw a border and a thinner kind to flood the center. So I've got some store-bought frosting. I'm gonna add 2 of them to a double boiler and thin it out. So the goal here is just to heat it up a little bit, to loosen it up so we can flood the cookies. And you can see it happens really naturally already. Let's put it into this squeezy bottle here so that we can flood the cookies very easily. Now let's make our thicker icing. We're gonna take another bunch of icing, throw that into a bowl, and we just wanna thicken this up. So powdered sugar, just get that in there. So you can see right away that the powdered sugar made this a little bit extra thick. Let's get it into our homemade piping bag. We'll open up the top and we're just gonna start loading her up. It's really good if you take the bag and fold it outwards. That way, any messy stuff you can contain and it keeps your hands from getting too sticky, which is lovely. Okay, beautiful. Let's start decorating. We're gonna start with our thicker icing. So I'm going to draw a border. Okay, haha, not bad. Let's do another one, here we go. This is working great. Let's try a star. Oh boy. Any mess ups don't matter. The flavor does not change, people. Okay. All right. We use the looser icing to fill the center of the cookies. And this is called flooding. So you can come in with a toothpick and just sort of bring it to the edges. This is gonna harden as it sits. So if you're gonna put any sprinkly toppings on top, now's the time to do it. So I've got sprinkles here. We've got some crushed candy canes. Now we just keep icing and decorating until they're all done. All right. Right away, you're gonna discover the technique, and it's a fun thing to do, and you can do it with the whole family. These cookies come out to $1.14 a serving, and they look delicious. So I'm gonna eat one. Here we are. I love it. It's like a shortbread sugar cookie. You taste the salt and the butter. It's fantastic. These would make a great addition to your cookie box during the holidays.